Your next level requires a decision, not a prayer. And God is highlighting this to you because some of you are asking, Lord, I prayed and where is the answer? Anytime God wants to use a man to do great things on the earth, that man is faced with a choice, and you are faced with that choice. Abraham was faced with leaving his hometown to a place or for a place that he didn't know. He also needed to sacrifice his son whom he loved so dearly. So God is calling some of you to leave where you are at, because for your next level where you are at, he cannot release the blessing because the territory you're in is not that land that flows with milk and honey. God is telling some of you to give up the things that you love the most for him. And when you do this, you are growing your relationship with the Lord. Moses had to face his past demons. And Moses had to speak even when he didn't feel qualified. Some of you, God is telling you to fix things of the past, to mend things, to apologize, to go back to that family member and apologize, or that friend or that colleague, and fix that thing. But you are holding on to it because you think they're not going to forgive you. You think that it makes you look small. You think everything under the sun other than what God is telling you to do. Some of you, you feel that you're not qualified to speak. Some of you, God is calling you to start going online and speaking to the people, speaking to the nations. Some of you, God are calling you to go out into the streets and to evangelize, but you feel that you're not qualified. And it may not be to speak, but it may be to do something else where you're feeling that you're not qualified. But God wants you to know that you are already qualified, because from before you were in your mother's womb, he knew you and he put purpose inside of you. So that makes you qualified. The qualification that is divine, not the qualification that comes from man. I hope this is helping somebody. Jacob, he needed to serve for years before anything could happen, before he could see a breakthrough. Some of you, you have been serving for years, but you are not seeing what God is doing. You feel that you are stuck. You feel like you're not progressing. But God is saying that I called you to serve for years because there are certain things in you that I need to reveal or I need to break off of you. And then as you have been serving for years, some of you, you need to start fighting. You need to take authority over the enemy that is forcing you to serve or to do that thing longer than you are supposed to. So you need to fight. You need to step into your authority. Peter had to learn brokenness and humility. Some of you, you're going through grief. You're going through things where you felt like, God, I messed up and I don't know how to get back from that thing. But God is saying you need to go through that brokenness so I can teach you humility and break off that pride. Joseph had to go through hardship and he had to forgive before God can use him greatly. Paul needed to learn correction. He needed to accept the correction and he needed to go through the persecution. So I want to encourage you to tell you that whatever position you're in, however you can identify yourself with those men that God used so mightily in the Bible, that I want to encourage you to tell you that they went ahead of you. They went before you and God used them greatly on the earth. So whatever situation, whatever season that you are in, understand that God wants to use you greatly, but you have to go through the crushing. All these men had one thing in common, and that was obedience. Obedience to the will of God. So as you go through whatever season you're going through, as you go through the hardship, you go through the crushing, you go through a season of fighting, whatever it is, it's what God wants to do in your life, your next level, it requires obedience. Obedience is the key. You are at the dawn of your breakthrough, but the decision, it depends on you. If you are ready to walk in obedience to the will of your Father, comment obedience. Comment obedience so that the heavens can know that you are ready to be about your Father's business.